Let's give it a little bit of time to kick in the high gear. Shouldn't take too long, I would hope. Okay, yeah, so far so good. No frame drops. Both streams seem to be running just fine. Nice. Okay, good. Alright, in that case, I think I can just go ahead and start playing the game. Also, I did kick music back into play. If the audio is misbalanced at all, just feel free to let me know and I will try my best to rectify that. I realize that there's a distinct lack of music in this game, really. So I just decided to kick in my own. Good old stream beats never lets me down. Alright. Why is fake coin just so good this early? Like, I don't think I've ever been disappointed in coin. Okay, we'll refresh once. Dang it, where's Cardboard House when you need it? On God. Alright. Oh. Let's go ahead and gamble. Coin didn't even kick in. We just kind of got that. Speaking of coin, is it going to kick in? Dang, not even once. Well, I suppose it had to happen eventually. Alright, well, we do have enough to make it out of this right now. With 8, 6, 14, exactly enough, actually. Yeah, so, honestly, let's run it. I still wish I could, like, turn down the sound effects of the game just a little bit more. It's just a little too intense for my liking with the balancing that I have, but is what it is. Game really said, I hope you like diamonds and treasures, because that is the name of the game today. Guess we're going treasures. Alright. Restock the store for free at the end of every round. I don't think that's as worth it as one would believe. Alright, I think we just gamble on this one and hope we can get a good reroll on the next one. I think that's the game. Okay, already with some ticket modifiers. We like that. There we go. Coin starting to do something anyway. Okay. Stuck the ticket on the one we couldn't hit. Alright. Not as amazing, but we'll take it still. Okay. One time... Broken Calculator was really doing it for us last time, and I think it might not be a bad idea this time either. Yeah, let's rock. There we go. Hi, Diamonds. Nice to see you again. We can get more of that. Wow. You get the coin and the calculator and nothing on that roll. That honestly feels insulting. Just a smidge. I know. Calm down. I'm aware. Alright, let me see. Yeah, I think we just kind of ball. Not seeing as much as I really want to be seeing. That moment when cherries. Yeah. Okay, that didn't go too well. Seems like you don't have enough coins. Oh no. Whatever will I do? Probably just die, actually. Now, I was wondering if we have any of these that I actually care for. Oh yeah, the whole 21 spins nonsense. I'm curious about it, but not that curious, you know. For the rest of the run, you'll earn 0 tickets at the end of every round, but the whole, like, skipperoni still kicks in. I think. Let's try that one. Why not? Yeah, see, deadline bonus still has an effect, so I feel like that's still a relatively good trade-off overall. I think we can start with you. Let's grab you for the utility. 1 refresh. Only 1 pattern shows during a spin. No, not yet anyway. 30% chance for 7s to have the golden. Again, going 7s just seems like a rough idea for me right now, but I guess I just do not know what to expect from 7s. At least not yet. Alright. Yeah, we'll go with that setup for this round anyway. We'll see how it goes. Waste no time on the coin either. Not bad. Pepper, always cracked. Alright. Still, though, pretty solid start. We could finish it out right now, but we wouldn't have enough coins to do full spin next round. So, just for that reason alone, it's not exactly worth it to go yet. Let's refresh once. See 3 spins without any pattern 5+ symbols. Yeah, and don't need that one right now. One more. Not gonna lie, I don't think I want to go for that yet. This early, this might not be horrible. Yeah, let's rock with this, see how it goes. Okay. Yo, cherries. Come on, that 25% chance really is not... There we go. I was going to say doing us any favors, but it finally decided to do something. Alright, 1 round left to deposit your coins. Oh my god. Alright, let me look at this permanently, right? Yeah, good. Okay, so that is worth it for now because our luck is not amazing yet. So, we can go ahead and end this deadline. Ring, 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 banana phone. Clovers, diamonds. Lost wallet with devious. We don't have anything that's boosting our specific things here, so I think we may actually want to go clover type, just because we have a natural ability to hit that more. Or we could make cherries more common and try and find things to go for that. Okay, let me think here. Yeah, I mean, doubling that right now would not give us very much of a return. Yeah, I'm thinking we go the cherries route on this one. We try our best to find something that'll let us rock with that. Shoot, yeah, why not? All patterns with non-yellow symbols will trigger an additional time. But that's just... I mean, it'd be good to have later. So for that reason alone, I'm kind of tempted, but... The problem then becomes we still need to find something to actually make the cherries trigger. I'm gonna grab it for now. Bell. Yeah, okay, now the game really just wants me to not do what I was trying to do. And cherry token modifier. Okay. Well, we're grabbing that. And I guess for now that's gonna have to do. We don't necessarily have the econ to make anything else happen. So. Let's hope things work the way they should. And it's giving me lemons. Come on, game. There we go. Yeah, see? Already things starting to pick up a little bit. Now we're definitely going to want to find electrician at some point, though. Because 5 bars of battery definitely does not make that very consistent without him in the equation. So, we will have to get there. Alright. Be at 28%. It's not horrible. Alright, but we have the money. I think we exit now for the tickets. 666 is active. Okay, hold on. What did it give us? Yep, the number 1. Dung beetle. Photo book. Oh, we actually might want to get photo book now. Yep, there it is. Let me see if there's the discount one in here. No, there isn't. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna have clovers and bells, so we don't encounter those as often. But yeah, cherry picture. I need to make room. You are now allocated to drawer time. We'll switch you in when we need you. Okay. I think that's just gonna have to do for right this second. And we go. Yep, see, that's starting to look exactly the way we want it. Why would you give me bells? Come on, game. I want simple things in life. Those simple things being cherries. Thank you, consolation prize. Doing the most. There we go. That's more along the lines of what we like to see. Oh, I was out of spins. Me, not paying attention. Nobody's surprised. Alright, I think we're probably just good to go it again, right? I mean, we could reroll once to see if there's anything fun and exciting. For every 3 own, I would only earn 1 out of that at this point. I'm gonna reroll one more time. That's not really worth for the picture refresh, in my opinion. 3+ patterns triggered during a spin. Yeah, don't need it. Jeez. That's a fun combination, but the increased 666 chance still scares me. We do get some of our tickets back from this, actually, thinking about it. Yeah, I think just to refresh picture here. Well, then again, it is a little early. Do we need to do that? You know, I'm gonna, just because I think it might be worth. Alright, that's on. So, do that, which does this. Then we do this, which gives me it back at full battery. Thank you to Zol from the other day for pointing that out to me. Because I definitely didn't understand how it worked before. Alright, cool. Yeah, I think we deposit and then just rockaroni. So yeah, 28. Oh, thinking about it, discarding the refresh doesn't do anything because it's a picture and discarding it negates the effect. You know what? Learning experience. That's okay. Sometimes you just gotta learn these things the hard way, right? Oh, come on. One symbol away? You couldn't have just given that to me. Fair enough, I guess. That was a solid spin. Can't wait to lose it all in like 2 seconds. No, okay, we're fine. Alright. Yep, with that we have number 2 and coin back online. I think what we're gonna do here is we're gonna go ahead, switch things out. Alright, hold on, what do we got? Oh, cardboard house has arrived. Mushrooms, 7 picture, and Cloverfield. Okay. Hold on. That might not be a horrible idea at this point. To help us save on spending moners. But at the same time, I feel like this is also just always good. So I'm gonna go for that. And then we'll go ahead and grab this. I'm not waiting for Abyssu. That showed up early enough that I don't think that'd be a good idea. Wait, hold on. I think one of my chats is bugged. I'm seeing something. It's not. Hold on. Yeah, okay, that's weird. Not a big deal though. Not a big deal. Yeah, I just happened to notice that the chat box that I have, for some odd reason, is displaying chat bots. I'd comment chat bots. There we go. I thought I had that checked. I'm not sure why I didn't. Anyway. Streamer doing streamer things. Don't mind me. Alright, and then it's this one. Give me that. Okay. So we do have 2 more slots to play with at this point. Question is what to do with said slots. That might not be a horrible idea. Jesus. Okay. Yeah, see, with it being at the end of the round, that just does not seem useful, you know? I'm tempted to grab coin again, just so we have a way to boost spins a little bit for right this minute. Plus that symbols might not be horrible. Yeah, we'll grab it for now. Let's go ahead and 42. Let's go gambling. Imagine immediate 666. I don't know how I would feel, but honestly, would not be super surprising either. Retrigger's going a little nutty already. Would like to see it. And coin. Yeah, doing symbols I don't care as much about, but that's fine. Every single time in my brain, I'm just like, is it time? Are we doing this? What are we doing here? Also, Pepper is dead, so we're gonna need to figure out a replacement for that pretty soon. So that was definitely doing the most for us. Will not lie. Alright. I think, honestly, just because we have like 3 slots and nowhere near enough econ to fill them right yet, we're gonna go ahead and finish this out a little earlier than I normally would. car battery is useful for next round, so I will not refresh yet. Lemon, I don't need either of those. See, you can't just... I mean, you can, just I don't like it. Okay, I'm gonna have to put some thought into that one. Cause... Jeez, I'm criminy. What's the move? What's the play? Because in that case, I could technically reroll past car battery because I have effectively a car battery in the phone already. Oh, yeah, no, that's right. Hold on. What's our fourth option? Not exactly what we're looking for, if I'm being fully real. But I am tempted. Only because the rest of these aren't really doing a whole lot for us, and by doing this, it basically negates car battery and gives me some more econ to play with. So, because of that, we're just gonna rock it out like that, I think. Plus, if I'm gonna do it that way, there's no reason to not get it now. Just to bring that online, because they're both deadline items. Alright. Then we'll refresh. Couple of times apparently. Where's iJar when you need it? Midas Touch, Florid. I still do not see the fun and excitement in Fortune Teller, to be honest with you. I think we might grab Pepper so that we have him again. And then for our open slot, let's go ahead and rock out with... Let's rock out with Pareidolia for right this minute, only to see if we can figure out where iJar's hiding. Of course, there is a very high chance we never see it, but I say we rock with it for now. Let's go ahead and put you back in the drawer, though. Do not need you right this second. Alright. Let's rock out with that. 56. All items online. Having those retriggers, hitting those tokens should help a decent amount. That's doing good. Coin just hit. A lot of things just hit. Jackpot? Nice. Okay, that'll set us forward quite a bit. Assuming we don't get sixth after this, but fingers crossed on that. How much did that give us? 11k? Alright, we have to... Consolation, thank God. We have to really hope that the fun thing does not pop up. And of course. Oh, wait, it's forever. Alright, well. Not much we can do about it. Just rock it out. Wow, we made a whopping 314 coins that round. Nice. Love this game for that. Is what it is, though. What did I have in here? Hopefully nothing important. I actually do not remember what I had in there, to be honest with you. I'm just hoping that doesn't happen to that anytime soon. Because that would kind of suck. Oh. Great, and that's a per round item, because of course it is. Alright. We don't really have a whole lot of options here. I think we just kind of keep going. Aw, come on. That would have been a really nice jackpot to have happen after getting completely negated on the last one. Alright, coin just kicked in, so did pretty much everything else. Did not amount to much, though. coin? Lucky coin right at the end? Nah, that would have been too easy. Still, though, we made more than enough coinage to make it worth, so I think we did okay. Let's go ahead and swap you back into the drawer for a moment. Finish this out. Alright, we're at 33s. Okay. There it is. Now the problem is that we basically need to like completely switch our build to make that work, but we're early enough that we might still be able to do that. Let's go ahead and target treasures. We're gonna have to pretty much move out of you and you at this point. So let's make that work somehow. Let's go ahead and start moving some things here. Okay. Just because I do not want to lose everything right away, let me just look and see what we can do here. Alright, so we're grabbing you, obviously, because that will mean now, as long as we hit diamonds, treasures, or sevens, which should not be a problem, assuming we do this right. I think we'll be okay. We'll put you in the drawer as well. We'll grab you. Okay. So that'll help a little bit. Okay. We're going to go one refresh and hope to God it gives us something we can use. Meh. Not gonna lie, not super amazing, but we can use Diamond Picture to at least hit it a little more. Okay. I think we're actually done with Diary for a little while, so let's go ahead and just grab you, I think is the move here. It's expensive though, I'm not gonna lie. Has this really been doing all that much for us so far? Not really. I think the 25% really just kind of kills it for us for right this minute. Let's go ahead and grab you now. Okay. Yeah, you've got a few rounds before you're going to be useful to us again, so you can actually die now. Yeah, we're just going to go ahead and full move here. Alright. We'll see if I am right about how well this will go. Alright, diamonds, don't let me down. You've let me down. Still getting a lot of cherries. Dang. Even with the boost to the other two symbols, we're still getting slammed by cherries at this point. Yeah, unless we get... Yeah, no, I don't think that's gonna work out. Refresh once and hope. Still not great. Not gonna lie. A lot of end of round stuff. And I guess we'll grab Rosary, at least for the moment, just so we're not worrying about 666, but it's not really the point. Okay, everything went off, and it's still prioritizing those. And the thing is our chance to get diamonds is higher. So I do not know why the game is still hyper prioritizing cherries to death. Well, thank God we had Rosary, I guess. If we get diamonds again, well, I don't think it was consecutive, so I don't think it'll count. Ah, that's annoying. That's annoying. Coin just kind of doing its own thing. There we go. Yeah. The pivot didn't work the way I wanted it to, I think. Yeah. Yeah, I think we're gonna restart this one. Goodbye. I know what's worth and what isn't, and that is unfortunately not in the worth category. Alright, we'll rock normal this time. Alright. Clovers and bells, lemons. So nothing that agrees with itself. That's always nice. Alright. Pepper kind of letting me down so far. There we go. I was gonna say, a little more of that would have been amazing, but got some money out of it anyway. Alright, and that will allow us to... I mean, we could go lemons. I think it'd probably be the easiest one to go into, but I'm not about that life, personally. I've already done way too much lemoning. My god, this game just wants me to do fruit. See, I don't want to do fruit, that's the problem. Man, I'm this close to just grabbing this. Like, as much as I don't want to do sevens, I want to do fruit even less, because I feel like that's all I've done. Screw it. Probably not worth. Yeah, all of that, we got one spin that hit. That's funny. Sad, but funny. Yeah, if we did that, we wouldn't have enough. Yeah, we'd have 12. Not quite. So, no deadline bonus this time, unfortunately, but it is what it is. One hit, let's go. Alright. Not surprising. Alright, let's finish that out. Property certificate right on board. Why would we get this fast? Like, come on. Yeah, I mean, like, that'll make it 4. Whoop-de-doo. Not worth. Okay, I think we're actually going to go ahead and refresh our 7 button. I think that is just the move for right this second. Yeah, and the extra slots for later. Not an amazing start, but it is what it is, I think. Let's go ahead and get in here. There we go. That's looking to be at least somewhat okay. Even for having a picture active, it really does feel like I'm getting gypped just a wee bit. Yeah, I was gonna say, none of those are doing anything for me. That definitely would. A toy train, though. Yo, Mario, how we doing? Thank you for the little biddies. How are we doing today? Once again, I'm finding myself smacking my head into a game that only sometimes makes sense. But I'm getting better. Alright, 14. Let's go gambling. Right. Okay, some more F7s, please. Absolutely would like that. This game keeps trying to force me to go fruit, and I am honestly so done with the fruit runs. Alright, 43. Let me math. Let me smell the math. So that is 23 going into it. 20 plus 12, 32. Yeah, okay, I will have enough if I go that route. In that case, we are grabbing you to have the extra slot here and finishing this out. Alright. Ring ring banana phone. Okay, Region Capitalist is in here. That might honestly be the move. Ticket modifiers kind of go crazy. Let's kill Clovers and Bells, absolutely. I don't want to do those right now. I am starting in on a potential 7 run. It's going to be a little difficult to get started for sure, but I think we can get there, potentially. Alright, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and grab you then. Although that's gonna be a lot of Lucky Charm buying as we go. It's okay though. We'll make it work. Definitely do need some luck boosters at some point though. We are not doing too great in that department. Honestly, wouldn't have even been that surprised, so like... Man, not getting a whole lot of nothing right now. Are you kidding me? I didn't even get enough to do full spins without interest. Lol. Alright, that's fine. I think in that case we'll probably just go right back into the fold here. Since we have our picture online, hopefully the 7s will actually start showing up a little bit more again. It's 28.8 chance, and yet somehow they're still being a little stingy. Not sure what the dealio is there. Not gonna lie, that kinda sucked. Alright, hold on. Yeah, no, that's not gonna work. I mean, we'll try it, but chances are we'll be resetting this one, because it seems like, once again, this isn't actually doing anything for us. Listen, you're not allowed to just come in and do it at the last second and think that's gonna help matters. Because I think we're a little past that. Yeah, no, we're cooked. No. Alright, well, solid reset. Hey, I said yes, you heck. Reset. Alright. We go again. Wow. That's not a great start. That's even worse. Ladies and gentlemen, we ball. Okay. Looks like we're on Restart Simulator for a minute or two here. Come on, give me something I can use. Okay. Wish there was like a quick restart button. There are definitely some cases where we could use it. Bro, what? What is this beginner shop RNG right now? Okay, at the very least there are some things that can be used here, but only for one spin. I need something that's actually gonna help me out in, like, first entire round, preferably. Like, have not even seen coin yet. And I usually can't get rid of coin. Like, it's usually just stuck up mine for the longest. Anyway, pepper. That should not have taken as long as it did to get. Also, again, I love how the 7 stuff is showing up already. It's not going to get me this time, though. Pepper not really doing what it needs to. There we go. Or kind of. If we lose first round because Pepper just decides it's going to take a nap, I swear on my life. Wow. Be so for real with me right now? What is going on? Nah. I'm getting really good at quick restarts, though. One benefit out of, like, 0. Honestly, Red Shiny Rock Gaming doesn't usually work out well for me, but anything's got to be better than whatever that Pepper nonsense was. And I stand corrected. That's something. Alright. See, at least this one, I feel like we might be able to get at least the butt end of the bonus. Even if nothing else. Shiny Rock's letting me down, though, I'm not gonna lie. Wow, okay. You know what? You know what? I see you. This game out to get me today. We try again. Surely. Surely at one of these times. Alright. Because all I need is for one of those to come out once, and that'll actually benefit us quite a bit. Just needed to happen, you know, once. Lemons are starting to pull their weight a little bit, but... Alright, not bad, not bad. Yo, Cheeky, how we doing, buddy? It's been a little bit. You doing alright? Thank you for the follow, by the way. Alright, let's see. Yeah, I think at least for the moment, we're just gonna go ahead and dump some coineronies in and keep going. Bop. There we go. Alright, Rock, come on. Don't let me down too many more times, please. Alright, cool. Rock is actually doing its job. Doing okay, could be worse. You know what? As long as it could be worse, right? Yeah, I have been addicted to this game for a little while now. I do not know what it is about roguelite slot machine that just seems to work really well, but I'm enjoying it quite a bit. Also, I think we may have finally gotten a run that starts off properly, thank God. The amount of resets I had to do was a little insane. Was not expecting that. Alright. Oh, not a great shop. Like the gamble. Maybe. It might just be gambling time. Oh. Is it clover time? I think it might be clover time. Alright. We need to start hunting down clover related stuff. So let's go ahead and grab green for some luck boosteronies. Clovers, clovers, where are you at? We might grab Ring Bell, only because it'll help us start getting some early stack. Only problem is we actually have to afford it. Yeah, I would have to just get rid of that again. We'll keep that there, do a round, and then we'll decide whether or not we're going to grab it. But I think it's likely that we will. Alright, so 14, right? Alright. Go, Rock. Thank you, Rock. Mad appreciated. Alright, so clovers are boosted, so we should start seeing those a little more often. Although it doesn't look like they are showing up as often as I thought they would be by now. Are you serious? I was gonna say, we almost got a natural cherry jackpot without any boosted odds. That would have been fun. Alright, well, we already have enough to knock this out of the park already. So I guess our question becomes, do we grab this and move on? Is there anything else worth taking? No, not in this case. We're gonna grab you. Alright, yeah, and we'll go ahead and finish this out. 666 is online. We're gonna want to dodge that as long as possible. Now, Abisu's up. We could grab it and try and hunt down Cardboard House just to get those extra slots online. Not sure how worth it that is this early. All scored symbols increased by their base value versus all symbols by their base value just on trigger. Well, let's see what the phone has to say. Well, I'm already not a super big fan of what I'm seeing here. Yeah. Ultimately, it's the only one that doesn't really screw us over immediately. And it applies it to the one thing that'll expire after a certain amount, so... Could have been worse. We will take it. Alright, what did it give us, though? Florid Midas, Abisu Avid, we don't really care for any modifiers on Abisu, because we're not going to be keeping it very long. Crystal Skull, we're not going for a 666 run. I don't trust myself enough for that. I think we might honestly grab Lucky Cat here because of the Obsessive. I think that in and of itself is going to be good enough to help us out. Yeah, we're going to do that. Alright. I accidentally clicked one more time. That is one spin we don't get, but that's fine. Alright. Now we'll trigger these. Give me something, please, game. There we go. I was gonna say, as long as we get the whole, like, treasures thing going, it should trigger Lucky Cat because of the amount of re-triggers we get from Necklace. So. Alright, grab that. Okay, we're at 5 currently. We cannot move on yet, so I think I'll just refresh once. We could increase interest. Oh, clovers, and we're doing clovers, right? Yeah. That in and of itself is probably going to be really good, just to keep getting red button stuff online later. Is it worth grabbing Stain right now, or do we grab Stonks for the econ? I think we're going to grab Stonks for the econ, at least for right this minute. Alright, remember 28, don't spam click past it. There we go. Alright, really do hope we start seeing some of those clovers. Maybe, someday, no, okay. One can only do so much. At least we got an eye pattern. I would have been a little upsetty, but like, what would I have been really doing about it, you know? Alright, we do get a little bit of bonus out of this. Alright, let's rock. Alright, let's see. Clover pictures there. Lemons. Oh, property certificate's also here. Let me see. We're definitely doing that. It's not even a question. I think what we may want to do here is... Oh, right. Okay, hold on. There's an order of operations we gotta do here. Okay, put that in there, put that here. Re-equip. Buy. There we go. With that, everything should be good and ready to go for now. I don't think we're going to be able to do a whole lot more. 42. Everything goes off. We love that. Come on, Clovers. Don't let me down. I'm really hoping, man. Dang. We're getting a lot of single Clover hits. That's not really what we want. There we go. That's more along the lines of what we're looking for. Alright, Bell's back online. I think we're 1 off from having Clover... Oh, no, it hit this multiple times. I see what happened. Dang it. Okay, fair enough. Everything is awesome. Everything is cool. Still not a whole lot we can really do with 1 ticket, so I think we'll probably just rock it out again. There we go. Yeah, the bell is really helping us with some beginner scaling here, though. Not seeing a whole lot of use out of Necklace anymore, though, so we're going to have to move out of that relatively soon. I think we'll actually probably just go ahead and dump that out now. Ring ring. Okay, I do not like any of these. Dreams, yeah, honestly, might as well. Alright, that gives us 2 more slots to play with. We're gonna go ahead and refresh once. We're not really doing a whole lot with patterns yet. I don't think that's gonna help us yet. Cigarette's just too expensive to get right now. I was gonna say, how close are you to dying? 3 left, so not quite yet. we buy this just in case we do see a 666 soon? Because I feel like we're probably gonna at some point. I do not think Chunky Cat's gonna be doing a whole lot for us right yet. Running in Shoes, hello. How are you doing, buddy? Welcome in. Currently smacking my head against Gamba. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and roll out this round. See what happens. Just casual, natural 7s. 6% chance, by the way, on, you know, just general spawn. And we're not going to get anything else, are we? Oh, there we go. Something. Small thing. Still, though, solid round. We got some moners out of that. Alright. We're going to go ahead and reroll once. 3 moners. Oh. Not quite what we want out of the randomizer here. Yeah, we're gonna spin again. Don't like spinning again, but you know. Okay. Not getting a whole lot that's actually helping us with our build yet, but we're gonna go ahead and grab you, and we haven't seen any of this yet, but I feel like we're due. We'll grab that for now. 56. Okay. We got a lot of button things going off, so. Here's hoping that we get some more clovers with the batteries attached, like that. Okay, that did not bring anything back online yet, so it must have been pretty evenly. Yeah, it went to bell and picture. That would definitely cause it to not do much. I think the interest procs are really what are saving us right now. I will use the rock if it lets me. Only problem is it doesn't seem to be doing a whole lot for us. Alright. We do not have a whole lot to play here. What game are you playing? So it's a game called Clover Pit. It is a roguelite slot machine game. So if you don't know what a roguelite is, basically it is the type of game where you have a round system. You're basically trying to get to a certain objective each round, and once you do, you have the ability to get modifiers, which in this case they're lucky charms, as this game likes to call them. We have tickets as the currency to get those, and those will change things like the value of the symbols that you can roll on the slot machine, the chances of getting those particular symbols to come up, symbols multiplier, which changes the amount of coins that you get out of patterns. Symbols and then patterns have them as well. Also, the multiplier on the individual patterns exist. And then there are basically like other tokens, batteries, things that you can kind of get that'll pop up. If I could click on the right item, there we go. So, you know, things like this right here, where if you get these, it will add a charge to something that takes energy, as you can kind of see here. So, and you're basically trying to meet this debt, which increases after every deadline. You have 3 rounds typically, unless you're using modifiers, which are cards. You unlock those later. But you're just trying to meet this, and it keeps going up, and the game can be broken. It's just a little difficult to do. I'm still kind of learning the ins and outs of how items interact with each other and all that, so even I have a few things that don't always make sense to me, but I'm making it work the best I can, in my opinion. I do think our only option here is to gamba with the interest. Really just do hope that that is enough to get us through. Alright, Pepper is dead. But it did its job really good right at the end, so. Alright, that gave us Bell and Rock again. Jackpot? Yes. Okay, solid. That should carry us out of this round. Oh, coin and rock online. Okay. Not yet. We're due, though. We are so due for that. For the record, if 666 comes up, we lose all the money that we made during that round. So we don't really want that. Alright, we are making some honors now, though. So... coin coming online last second. Alright, everything's back except for the bell, I think. Bell is still offline. Yes, it is. But I think since we're about to finish, that'll come back as well. Alright. We did not get any bonus tickets that time. It's sad, but we'll just have to deal. That's right, we're on clovers, so that's not going to help. Oh, turn the cross. Passive, patterns multiplier +0 when it turns up. Grow the passive bonus by 1. While it's down, +3 chances. Oh, yeah. That's probably a good reason I haven't used that one yet. That's kind of scary, I'm not gonna lie. I don't think we really want Chunky Cat yet. We're still not getting 7+ patterns often enough for that to be good over the regular one. Oh, double value. Hold on. Where are we at value-wise on you? 21, so that's only going to get you to 42. I think we're going to refresh. A couple of times, apparently. That actually might be the move right this minute. Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna go discount on shop, nuclear button. That does overclock our spots for right this minute, but I think that will pay for itself overall. 140. Because now that we have that, everything that uses energy will do it. I'm gonna go now. Alright, running. Thank you for stopping through. I hope you have a good night, alright? Take it easy. Alright, Brain, start braining. Let's see how this goes. Again, I would not have been super surprised. Wait. Oh, but if I trigger this, it'll be the 3rd and 4th time, won't it? Well, it didn't kill it, so I'm gonna go ahead and rock with that. Alright, so far so good then. Rock is online. We'll take that. Bell jackpot? Bell jackpot, nice. Do we risk coin again? Just to get bell? Yeah, we do. Coin's holding up like a champ right now, I'm not gonna lie. Good job, coin. Also, we've not used, like, any of our spins. What did I miss? Wait, this gives you an extra, does it? Does. We've just been basically using free spins over and over. No wonder. Alright, we are definitely done pressing the button for this round, though, just because I do not want to break the coin. Once we find something to move out of coin into, we'll worry about it then. Nice. Alright, last spin. Solid. Alright, I think that's all of our items back online, right? Right? Yep. Oh, nice. And we have more than enough to move on now. And I think we will. Just looking at what I'm looking at right now. Things are going too well. You know what? Fight me. They're not going too well for me. Alright. We don't need cherry stuff right now. Yeah, restocks on 666, that doesn't really scream to me the way I think it might to some. Please let this be on something I'm going to get rid of anyway. Nope, it went on batteries. I was really hoping it would hit rock, because I do plan on getting rid of rock eventually. But, unfortunately, the game hates me. So I guess that's just how it is. I'm going to have to re-roll again. Oh boy. Whenever 15 plus patterns trigger during the spin. That's a bit excessive. Wow. I can't even re-roll again, because if I do, I won't have enough coins. Okay, guess we're rocking with this then. I'll deposit what I can. It just looks so goofy, but I love it. Meanwhile, I am very much expecting for coins to just blow up eventually here. Rock. Okay, we are starting to see clover jackpots just a little bit more than we were before. We ball. The 1-6. Just to let us know it's watching, always and forever. And cherry jackpot, we'll take that. Yeah, stretch a little bit here. I'm getting a little stiff. There we go. It would stick the battery in the little corner there, wouldn't it? Okay, we're gonna get a little bit off of this though. Okay, I'm not gonna do that, only because I feel like we're risking the coin a little bit if we do. We're definitely making our fair share of money out of this, but our scaling leaves a little bit to be desired so far. Alright. Well, we do have enough to exit. I think we'll... Actually, I don't think we're going to do that yet. And there's a reason for that. But, yeah, for every round, 15% chance of discarding this charm after the third use. So it does reset that per round, I was hoping. Okay, good. Don't need any of that. Come on, we need more clover stuff. We're not seeing what we usually need during this time. For every 3 tickets you spend at the store. I mean, that'll help a little bit, but it's not going to do a whole lot for us. We don't exactly have Ticket Econ online for that. Yeah, just so we can spin a little more here. Broken calculator is not a horrible choice. Then again, we haven't seen 666 in a minute. Yeah, I think we're going to actually go ahead and not end yet, but we are going to play another one. get some more money in the bank before we move on. Nice, solid jackpot, and that actually has a couple of batteries in it too. Everything's back on. I think we're starting to get a chain. Yeah, okay. We're kind of starting to loop the jackpots a little bit here. We have 7 spins. You know what? If it breaks, it breaks. It didn't break. Free rock. I was gonna say, I mean, I was really expecting it there. Alright. That does give us quite a bit of money to play with, though. Alright, let's see what that does for us. If all it's bringing back is coin, I'm not going to risk it. Let's keep going. Okay, rock is back. I'm really hoping we get a couple more batteries so that we have everything back online for next deadline. That would be beneficial. Alright, there we go. Everything's back. Thank the Jesus. Alright, solid. Alright. So we're sitting at 204. We'll be sitting at about 201 once we finish this. Almost 201. Well, the interest will actually push us over. I want to make a deal. Well, I don't. No. I already have more than enough memory cards. Thank you. Alright. See, I was thinking about broken calculator, and now it gives me a better broken calculator. That's funny to me. Okay. Do we... What are we at with that? These are scaling way more than these are. But ultimately, we have the stuff to make sure we hit clovers, so... Let's go ahead and do that. Yeah, there we go. That's putting it up there. That's what we like to see. Okay, so the main problem we're running into now is that this is taking away 2 of our charm slots, basically. And we are in slot deficits because of it. Now, the problem is, a lot of this is really helping us right now. And while Rosary hasn't done anything for us yet, chances are it's gonna pretty soon. Because again, we have not seen our old pal come through yet. So, I think what we're gonna do, get it close as possible, play around, see how it goes. Free rock. There it is. And unfortunately, Rosary didn't even do anything. Alright, I'm getting rid of that. Man, all of that work to just not do your job. Insane. And again? Bro, what is this game? It said, nah, you're having too much fun. We gotta stop that. Oh, it is on trigger where it does the decay check. Dang. Alright, we lost coin. We're gonna have to figure that out. But, at least for the moment, we'll rock it out. Keep going. Keep it up, keep it rocking. Dang it. I knew we were going to get hit with it. I didn't think we were going to get hit with it twice. That's what got me. Alright, but yep, we are down a coin. Our clover picture is not back online by even the slightest margin. I don't even remember what I had in there. Alright. But still, we just got hit by it twice. Like, I don't think Rosary's helping us. You know, you know, might not be horrible. Because we can skip and, yeah, okay. Yeah. Yeah. Activate all other current phone abilities and apply devious trait to another one. Ultimately, it's better than either of the other options at this point, so... Yeah. I mean, we can really hope that it applies to either that or rock, but ultimately that's not going to be our choice. Oh, it meant other things in the phone, didn't it? I thought it meant the ones I had already. You know what? You know what? That's fine. That's life. I'm not upset. He says, clearly coping. Well, it did hit rock. I was not incorrect to assume as much. So, that's cool. Go ahead and put you in there. Well, can't buy anything right now, which, you know, this is fun. Cat food would be really good to have, but unfortunately I don't think we're going to be able to make that happen. Honestly, though, like, what are you taking away from me? Like, what are you trying to prove by slapping me in the face on first spin? It's not horrible. Plus, we got our picture back online, so could be worse. Just stop killing things just like immediately on me, please. Alright. We do have one more spot to fill. I am almost tempted, to be honest, but I'm not gonna do that. More clovers. 56.9. And yet somehow still not getting as many batteries as I care for. Suddenly cherries. Alright, give me that. Hold on. There we go. Things breaking on the back end as per always. Alright. We have 3... Yeah, no, I don't think that's the move right now. We're definitely going to want to end this out now because we need tickets badly. Okay. I need something a little better. Hold on. Yeah, only because that makes that free and it lets us search a little bit. I think that's the move here. Well, no, not necessarily. Yeah, no, that gives us more overall. A little late. 1 extra round for this deadline. It's not necessarily what I need out of this right now. Mushrooms would be really good for per round scaling right now, I think. We'll grab that just in case we don't find anything else worth it. Yeah, okay. Alright, yep. That was by far the best move we could have made. Alright. We ball. All I know is ball. It's not bad. Okay, there's potential. Reset posture a minute here, there we go. Alright, let me remind myself, how does this work? Every pattern triggered after the second one. Okay, so yeah, it is helping. Just a smidge. Just doesn't feel like it right away. I guess it's mainly because we're making a lot of interest because of our Cato. So that's probably why it doesn't feel like we're making much more overall. Which, yeah, I suppose that makes sense, doesn't it? Alright. We need batteries! Give me batteries! It's 1 battery! I need a little bit more battery than this. Preferably none of that. Wow, our battery rate just kind of died at some point because we were getting a lot of them and now we're just not. Yeah. Well, we have 1 more round to figure it out. We do have our picture back, so here's hoping that's enough. Alright. More of you. Okay, good. I don't know if we're gonna make it even then, though. To be honest. Bruh. Honestly, if that's how it went, how mad could I really have been about it, you know? Alright, well, we did just barely get enough to make it work, so. Do you not think we make it past deadline 11, though? Not at the rate we're doing. Oh. I mean, cat food is there, but I don't think that's gonna be enough. Yeah, see, it's trying to feed me fruit stuff now. Not what I need. Boy. How many uses do you even have? 2. Yeah, we're not going to be able to use you for much longer here. Also, mushrooms is not doing it right now. Doing this for a reason. Alright, I think we're gonna go ahead and grab cat food while we can. Oh, do we run the gauntlet with the coin again? Because it is back. Whenever 5 charms trigger during a round. Oh. Well, I mean, in theory that would be happening. But then it's just that spin. I still don't understand what this does for anything, but I'll figure it out eventually. Yeah, I think the coin is just the move right now. It's the only one that makes sense. Alright. And no batteries. Can't say I'm a super big fan of that. Coin's back. I think we just kind of have to overclock coin at this point. As much as I hate to do that, because it's probably going to perish on us. Just keep giving me that sweet, sweet battery. It's basically a get out of jail free card for us right this minute. Alright, last spin. Oh, 8 mil from all that. Yeah, it's not looking amazing. I think things are not looking too good for our hero. So I'm gonna put that on. No, I think this is dead. There's no functional way for us to increase our scaling now because we can't really refresh into something better that would save us at this point. At least not to my knowledge. We'll play it out, but it's not looking good. Alright, let's go ahead, put you back. Yeah, because even with the ancient coin in the equation, we're not making enough. That's really the problem. Interest is doing pretty good for itself, but that's really all we've really got. Is the interest. Plus, you know, we're always one around the corner from getting hit from that. Yeah, because we're only sitting at 192 on deadline 11. We just did not find the scaling that we needed for that. we were out of spins anyway. Oh boy, last one. Whatever will I do? Nothing. That's the answer. Yeah, so about that. Oh, geez, I'm criminy. That is unfortunate. Trying to think if there is absolutely nothing at this point. Oh. Pity spins. Yeah, see, we're only making about 1.3 mil off of interest, and that's not... We're not even counting the money we're making from the clovers at that point. If we had gone full interest build, that would have been one thing, but we did not, so... Hey, you know what? One jackpot for the road. There goes coin. Honestly, would not have been that upset. I would have been pretty fine with that, honestly. But we're done. Alright, everybody, give this run an 07. It has been a good one. Right, deadline 11 was not good. Okay. Still, though, decent progress. Not that upset. I do think I need to put some, at least decent thought into synergies, because I think at this point, that's really what I'm missing, is just trying to figure out what works with each other. Just trying to think here. Beep, 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 beep. And you see, the thing is like, we're kind of early on, so I don't even know if anyone's made, like, a synergies thing or a builds thing for this game yet. So I am doing just a little quick research to see if maybe somebody has written up something, at least as just like a baseline. Because I do kind of want to figure it out, you know? Alright, but let's go ahead and just start a new one. Yes, yes, I know, I left something in there. Calm down. Okay. I think, as much as I hate fruits, I'm gonna go ahead and try to gun for a lemon-centric beginner part run. I don't like the thought of that, I'm being fully honest with you, but it is what it is. Alright, we'll start off with Lucky Coin. Yeah, that's about as much as we can do right now. Right off the bat, and still nothing out of it. I'd expect nothing less. Okay, if I seriously don't get... Yeah, okay, so... Not great. RNGs. I keep forgetting Clover Bell's even an item. I would like something functional, please. No? Okay. I tried. Alright. Might be Reset Simulator for a minute or two. Hoping not. it's not looking good. Yeah, because I need lemon stuff. I'm realizing that this game really likes it when I go lemons. For reasons I still don't quite comprehend. Grab you. Well, there's the lemons. And property certificate. Two awesome things to have right off the bat. Alright, in that case... Really just need some money. Okay, not a bad first round. We'll take it. Alright, do we grab property first, or do we grab you first? That's the real question we're gonna have to ask ourselves here. I think we're gonna grab you first. Because we'll be able to get the 2 tickets we need by playing out the rounds. That's not a big deal. Also, I don't think I'm going to use you yet. Yeah, okay. We don't need to. Alright, solid. Okay, we'll get the interest up right around where it needs to be. Calm down. Okay. Be nice if we'll get, like, maybe a little bit more money to play with. Fingers crossed, anyway. Pepper's kind of failing me a little bit, but it's not super surprising, truth be told. Alright, that'll give us the last ticket we were waiting on. This is your last chance. Deposit your coins. Calm down. I'm gonna grab this first. Nice. Alright, and with that, now we will finish. Okay. Nothing here I particularly care about. Well, these all kind of suck. Okay, not a great start on the phone. I do not want bells to come more often. And doubling diamonds and treasures would be kind of counterintuitive because I do also plan on nerfing that rate eventually. So we'll just do that. It's not really going to do a whole lot for us, but it's there. It's a thing. Alright, let's go ahead and get back in there, and now we will use the picture. Alright, if we can maybe get just a few more lemons than that, that would be solid, though. No? Okay. Well, can't blame a guy for trying. Alright. Not the world's best start, I'll be honest. Meanwhile, sevens. You know, for having an item that boosts the appearance rate, it really is not popping up at the rate I want it to. We're gonna miss out on the deadline bonus again. Not a super big fan of that. Okay, we've got a little bit of money off of that, but... There we go. That's more in line with what I was expecting to see. So we're at... yeah, just enough to make that work. Only problem is that did not give us enough coins to do full spins. But unfortunately, didn't really have much of a choice either. Oh, we might have to fake coin it out again. That should help at the very least, but yeah, we're just gonna have to play it out. And nope, that's not gonna work. Yeah, no, we're on a downward slope. That's okay. We go again. All expensive stuff right off the bat. That's always nice. Shop RNG is just a little wonky some days. Okay, see. This looks a little better. Correction, looked a little better. This will at least help for right now, I think. Fingers crossed. Alright, solid. We got some beginning money. That's what really matters. Alright, so that's 49. Where does that put us? And not quite enough to make it worth just jumping the gun here. Alright, so we'll get it as close as possible. Yeah, no, it would literally put us one short of full spin, because of course it would. So, yeah, we can't deposit right now. That sniffing noise, I swear. Alright, and nose is gonna go off again. Alright, we'll at least get some tickets out of this one. Okay, 200. Alright, what did that leave us with? Not a whole lot. We'll go ahead and grab that one for right this minute. Just barely not enough, huh? Yeah, I don't think anything else here is worth it right now. As long as Nose keeps helping us out, I think we'll be alright. At least for this round. Hey, not bad. We got a treasures out of that one. Alright, so we're sitting at 72. Yeah, we'll do one spin. Reroll here. Okay, okay, but like, hear me out. I think having that for the next deadline is probably going to be our better bet. Because I think with those in the equation, we're going to be able to hit this, the deadline pretty soon here. Of course, unless we start hitting 4 patterns all of a sudden. Just to prove me wrong. There we go. But yeah, so we're good. We'll make it out of this just fine. And now that we have the thing that'll let us duplicate phone abilities, hopefully we'll be able to get something semi-decent. I might stick it in the drawer depending on what's in here, but we'll see. Alright, 666 is online. Not super impressed with the shop. We could absolutely tank Clovers and Bells right now. I think that might honestly be the move, is to tank those. Yeah. Perfect. Alright, yep, that definitely tanked it. It's what we wanted, though. Alright. I think we're gonna want to start working on scaling now, though, for absolutely perfect reasons. Jeez. Alright, I don't like any of these. Yeah, we don't have anything that would, like, trigger every round, so it's not gonna help us much. 28, I can spend more time. Okay. We don't... Well, we do, though. Yeah, we'll buy you. Hopefully that'll help us do something. Alright, let's deposit what little we can. Picture active, meanwhile, does not actually proc anything. There we go. Nose is still gonna go off. Alright, well, we get to use picture again on this next one, so that's something. I don't think we want that right now. Ooh, that's tempting. Yeah, we're gonna go for that. Will it be worth it? That's the question. It's a solid chunk of money. The problem we're starting to have here is that while we are getting a decent amount of cherries, they're not giving us a whole lot of money. We do kind of need some of that to make this work. Yeah, I think we just go in again. Hey. More coinage. All the time, please. We're at 68.5 on cherries. Surely that'll do what it needs to. Alright, yeah, we'll get picture again on this one. Honestly. Wouldn't have been surprised. Also, we did not make anywhere near enough. So, Unfortunate. Shop RNG is just kind of brutal. New coins! New coins! Oh, man. Trying to think here. Like, what is the move? Do we try and go into bells immediately and hope and pray we hit them? Is that the move? Is that what we go for? Would have been better than that. Alright. Dang it. It's not worth doing another reroll right yet. But it still could be worth. We just gotta get past this round to find out. Not horrible. It's not amazing. It's not horrible either. It's back again. Ooh. Yeah, honestly, finding Pentacle this early. Yeah. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. Either it works or it doesn't. Ah, 4. Dang it. I mean, already having a little bit of that Symbols Malt is pulling a lot of weight. So, no complaints, per se. Let's remember, right, this is Gambler, so yeah, I do get a free reroll. Although, already liking what I'm seeing here. Yeah? 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 That'll help for a little bit. Get that in there. Do not really want bills this time. Ooh. I'm tempted to go interest, though. I'm gonna be so honest. Ooh, more moners. Not seeing a whole lot for what I want to do. Dang, even with that discount, it's 6. Yeah, I think we'll rock with this for right this second. Yeah. I don't want to overload on the money right yet. Not a whole lot on the first one. Hamza letting me down, as per always. That's a solid spin, though. Oh, and Pentacle picked up on it, too. Nice money! Alright. Yeah, we're gonna end right now. 666 is online. Give me that. Hee. Once again, absolutely murder the chance for those. So it boosts everything else. Let me think. Well, it is free, so we might as well. I don't think Broken Calculator is the move right for us. Okay. Yeah, that'll work for right this minute. 28. If it wasn't for the fact that Pinnacle kind of helped us out there, that would have sucked. So glad that didn't happen. Yeah, do not know why 666 is taunting us so much right now. Alright. Grab that. Yeah, honestly, I think we're good to move on. Okay. Stain is in. Ace of Hearts is also in, but their base value is not really what's important to me right now, if I'm being honest with you. I think ultimately it's going to come down to interest-based stuff. So if we can find that sort of stuff, I think we'll be good. I'm just trying to think here. What's the right move for this? Well, if we're not worrying about patterns or symbols or anything like that, for interest, I think we want to just get some green in our lives. So that's not going to matter. Let me just take a look here. Ultimately, that means that Pinnacle won't matter. We're probably going to want things that boost luck, mostly. And then, obviously, things that give us token modifiers are going to be huge. But at least for right now, until we can actually find the things we need for doing that, which looks like that's going to be fun to do. Chunky cat spotted. Oh. But that's whenever 7+ patterns trigger. Like, what are even the chances of that right now? Probably not high. Also, every 7 spins. Not gonna lie, that's not actually gonna be doing a whole lot anytime soon. I'm gonna grab this just in case we come across Cardboard House. Hold on. No, you want that to make it cheaper, but let's go ahead and put you in the drawer for like 2 seconds. There we go. Okay, and with that, we will reroll one more time. I was gonna say, I don't think that's gonna happen all that much. I wonder. Is that like the sort of thing where if you actually want something that's in the middle, you buy that and it completely negates the ability to get those, so that you can move into Clovers and Bells specifically. In that case, I kind of get why you would want to do that. It's still kind of annoying, though, in my opinion. But it makes more sense that way. Right. Well, let's go ahead and play around. I think that's the move for us right now. And there goes the pepper. Right on schedule. That did give us quite a bit. Alright. 42. Yeah, we'll probably reroll once next round, depending on how much we have. Not a great first spin, not gonna lie. We need more token modifiers somewhere. Let's see. Also just trying to make sure that doesn't like try and explode on us. That'd be preferable. Well, I am gonna... this is not screaming helpful, to be honest. I forget how long it takes for stuff in the drawer to decay. I'm hoping the answer is long enough. Because otherwise, we're running a gamble here. Dang, I feel like I might actually die to just not finding as many cherries as we were 2 seconds ago. Oh wow, we did actually. Wait, oh, did we just barely make it? Oh yeah, we did. Jesus. Hey, you know what? Whatever works. Not gonna complain here. Okay, 8 activations left. Again, luck stuff really does matter the most right now. Yeah, I mean, we could, but it doesn't really help us. Yeah, out of what we have available, it is the best option. Only problem is that's a 10%er right there. It's not going to happen very often for us. Oh, what's the move? What's the plan? Trying to use my brain. I think we might... We'll buy coin just in case we don't find anything. Okay, that's not bad. Pictures of symbols. We could finally overclock... I think at this point we'll probably want to like focus cherries then, because that is the one we're able to actually get the interest from at this point. This is of course assuming it actually gives it to me, which... Okay, no, it did. In that case, what do we get rid of to make this happen? I think you're the choice. I think you're the choice. They will let me throw you away. Alright. So we did get that. We can't reroll again, and I'm willing to bet this is about to turn into a corpse piece if we don't use it. Dang it. Well, would not be optimal, but... Also, I didn't realize we just did not have enough for full spins. Unfortunate, but that's okay. Give me cherries or give me death. I would very much prefer cherries, though. That would be so cool. Especially considering you're at 43%. Like, come on. Wow. We're really doing it out here. Maybe if I just keep checking on it, it won't decay on me. Might be wishful thinking, but you never know, right? Yeah. We'll do that. Alright. Now we can full spin. Okay, see, that's closer to what I was hoping to find. And the problem is, I think it might be too little too late kind of deal. I was gonna say, especially if that happens, but we kind of made it out by the skin of our teeth on that one. Chonky Cat doing its job. We've been waiting. Yeah, we're not making it out of this one, Chief, I don't think. Unless I get really lucky on some rolls, because I think that's what I'm going to have to do here. It's not looking good. Even with what that's doing, it's not doing enough. Hey, you're just not working out for us right this minute. So, stick you away, I think. And that just kind of has to be how it's going to be, right? Unless we get super lucky and find, like, a god pull here. No, absolutely not. Once again, I do not know what we're going to do with that. And with you being a once per thing, that's not really helpful. Alright. Well, moment of truth. Either this works or it doesn't. The re-triggers might be enough. It's going to be close either way. Yeah. Oh, maybe. Might be enough. Was it enough? Maybe? Yes. Yes, it was. Whew. Okay, that was closer than I care for, but we made it. Yo, Dinosaur, welcome back. How are you doing, buddy? Okay. Golden Cherry with Symbols Molt. Oh, Scratch and Hope. Okay, yeah, I think we need to figure that one out somehow, some way. It might actually be time for us to move out of you, potentially. Or honestly, yeah, kill the rock. Kill the rock! Yeah, the rock's not doing a whole lot for us, though. This will be. Doing good, how about you? I am pretty solid, actually. Just trying my best to figure out how we win. Winning, that is the modus operandi of the day. I think we reroll here? This still isn't really giving me a whole lot to work with. Okay. I guess we'll just do this one. I do not know how well this will function, to be honest. But I also don't think there's much of a choice in the matter here. Yeah, if we can keep getting that to happen. Have you eaten? I have. I have eaten, I have hydrated. I actually still have some hydration right here. I'll take that reminder. Yeah, yep. I've worked today. It was a very long and frustrating shift, but made it through. And now I'm here playing Roguelite Gamba. Because honestly, this game is fun, it's mentally stimulating, and I still only halfway understand it, but you know what, we'll get there. Okay, not bad income. I'm gonna refresh once. This thing, man. Alright, yeah, in that case I think I'll just deposit and keep going. I don't think I wanna poke the bear too much. 140. Alright, coin, do your work. That is not the right symbol. I mean, in all fairness, it's what I get for not having Cherry Picture online. I get it, but dang it. Wow, that was a distinct lack of cherries, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, refresh one more time. I might, just for slightly extra tickety con, but that would mean putting something away, wouldn't it? Can I even afford to do that? No, I can't, realistically. Okay, that's not gonna go anywhere. Yeah, we'll just have to go gambling, as one does. Use a cherry picture, meanwhile clovers. There we go. That's what we were looking for. As long as we don't get that, we'll be okay. If we get that, though, we might be a little cooked. People keep thinking I'm 20 or an adult because of my voice. Like, bro, I had that problem, too. Like, people constantly thought I was older than I was. Just because deeper voice happens. It's part of the curse we bear. But it doesn't bug me as much as it used to. If anything, what bugs me more nowadays is that people still give my voice an unnecessary amount of attention. At least in my opinion. Well, none of these help. So that's cool. Meanwhile, 49. Not quite what we're looking for. Fruit basket, though, we definitely could use that. Oh, okay, let's research here. Halves, clovers, and bells. Yeah. Alright, it's about as good as it gets as far as the fruit rate goes. Now, I think what we're going to do is we're going to put you in the drawer. We're going to buy you. And then we can put you in the drawer. Re-equip you. My brain works sometimes. Yeah, I think that will be our optimal setup for now. 3 girls confessed to me because of my voice, thinking I'm the legal age of dating. I got traumatized after that. Yeah, if I could give any one particular piece of advice, is don't worry about relationships until you functionally believe that you are taking good enough care of yourself that you can spare the energy to take care of somebody else as well. Because if you're already not feeling too good about taking care of yourself, you're not going to be able to give that energy to somebody else either. And a lot of people in school are way too stretched thin for that. I can tell you that right now. Thank you, lemons. Oh, right, because we had Hamza, that's why they were triggering so much. Makes sense. Really did wish we could find some more cherries in the mix here. There we go. We're getting a lot more lemons than cherries. Even though the rate's even. Alright, we do have number 2, so yeah, that should help. I do want to reroll once, just in case. Make that twice. Why is it giving me the stuff for the side I'm not going for? That's frustrating, to say the least. Alright, well, 168. That's okay. We'll be able to make something happen. That's not a fruit! Just in case we weren't certain. There we go. Thought I heard something. Whatever. My brain's just a little short-circuity sometimes. Don't you... Oh my god! I love this game so much. There's nothing to hate. Why would I be upset? Imagine dreaming of a zombie apocalypse, got eaten by the zombies, you felt the pain. Not so much the zombie apocalypse part, but I have had dreams that, chained into things like Charlie horses and such when I've woken up before. They're not fun, not recommended, but sometimes our bodies have really annoying ways of telling us, hey, you might want to figure this out. Why is it giving me treasures? I don't need those. I need, yeah, these. I need to catch up all of a sudden. Don't you even. No more. No more of that number. It's not a funny number to me. By the way, I do hope that all of you out on YouTube are having a good night. Make sure you stay hydrated. If not for me, then for yourself. It is quite important. Don't worry, I'm doing the same. Right. Well, we definitely have enough to move on, so that's good. No worries there. Finally. Finally. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, none of this really matters, but meh. Alright, but finally. Got that. So let's go ahead and set up the thing. So that needs to go away for a second, and this needs to go away for a second. This needs to come out. Okay, we buy you, which activates that. Throw it away, which kicks in another one. We have 12 slots now. Accidentally stayed up all night till 6 a.m. in the morning. Better than me. I did not actually sleep at all last night because I had to be up at 5 I had to be up and at work for 5 this morning because we had annual inventory today, which took most of my day. I did take a nap though afterwards, so I am not running on 0 sleep right now, just for the record. I'm a little better than that. Although there was a time in my life where I definitely wasn't. But okay. Real quick, I am going to use the restroom. I've been going for a little over 2 hours, and it's probably best I do. Just give me a couple of minutes, and I will return. But just take it easy for a minute until then. Get some popcorn, get some leg stretches in, whatever you need to do. Be right back. everybody. Sorry about the little bit of wait there. I am back. Up, down, up, down. Alright, there we go. Alright, where were we? Where were we? Refreshing self. Okay. Welcome back. Thank you. I appreciate it. Oh, hold on, hold on, hold on. There was something I was doing, and now my brain's short-circuiting slightly. Okay, you. Come back out here. We have room now. Okay. So I need to find things to take up 2 more slots out of what we've got so far. That is the move. That is the play. Okay, I think... Well, for one, I am actually going to re-equip you. Which will then allow me to buy you a little easier. I'm trying to think of whether I actually need that. I don't, actually. Symbols Molt is not the name of the game right now. Yeah. Love to stay for a while, but I gotta go because of my parents and many more stuff. That is perfectly fine, buddy. You go ahead and take care of yourself. You have yourself a wonderful day. Hopefully everything goes well for you in school and whatnot this week. Just take it easy. Take your time. You know how it goes. And hopefully I'll see you again, alright? Just take it easy. Oh, Abisu's back. I don't really need it for anything now, though. A great stream. I am having a lot of those lately, so I think I will. Thank you very much. Now, if maybe I can just figure out this game. That's the goal. That's the plan. To stop being lost. As hard as that is. Alright. Yeah, at least for now, I think that's gonna have to do it. Fingers crossed. Okay, we got 1 trigger. Oh, 2. Hamza. Okay, good. The more interest procs we get, the easier this will get for us. Alright, 95k that time. We really do need to find that dealer that lets us get more token symbols, though. Because right now, we are not getting as many as I care for. Although we are getting a few here and there. $105k that time. Alright, is that enough to get us out of this? It is. By a solid margin. Okay, in that case, we might force the issue here. Alright. Grandma's purse found. I think we're actually gonna go ahead, put you in the drawer, grab you, and now answer phone. Okay, it's cherries we got all that stuff on, so we're gonna want to grab you for absolute sure. Okay, that puts us at 50.7. That's juicy. Like that. Okay, you. Be gone. You've served your purpose. Alright. Let's see. I do definitely think we're gonna want you. If not right away, then soon. Yeah, I think having picture online as soon as humanly possible is the move here. Alright. And then I think we deposit and rock, right? Oh, hold on. Oh, yeah. Put you away. Put you back out. There we go. Now we deposit and rock. Okay. not a bad roll to start off on. We can just keep that up without you watching. Watching and waiting. Yeah, that interest ramp up is really doing wonders. Jeez. Hey, stop that. Don't you dare. No. I was gonna say, I definitely think we're on the right track with our interest scaling right now. But we definitely need a little more operational capacity, I think. See, that's not horrible, but also I don't know if that really swaps in very well for anything that we have right now. Per se. I mean, coin isn't necessary per se? Yeah, hold on. Body you quick, grab you. Oh, clicker. Ooh. Alright, I think it might be time to murder Pinnacle, as fun as it's been. Grab you. Alright, so far so good. What are you? 7 Sinstone. If you see 7 7s in a single spin, turns them all into golden. Hadn't actually seen that one before. It's good to know it exists. Don't get me wrong. Do we have anything that needs that right this minute? I don't think so. Not to my knowledge, anyway. You, actually. Absolutely. Okay, yeah, let's move out of Hamza. Definitely take you, then. Okay. We'll take this for some rolling down. Trying to think, what else can we use here? What else do we want? I suppose is the better question among many. Thinking about it, fake coin might not be horrible. We really do need to find him. Like, I don't know why we haven't found him yet. But we certainly haven't. It's not making things very fun for us. Oh yeah, that's right, 999 stuff. Yeah. No, we... Oh... You only have 2 left, so that's not gonna help us for much longer. Okay, don't need you anymore. Grab you and hope that that really does its job. Okay, I think... Looking at what we have right now, the only thing we're really missing is the dealer. So I think if we can find... Oh, I thought I got so lucky for a second there. She's gonna give me all the other ones instead. Man. I'd feel insulted. But honestly, it's fine. You come to expect it after a minute. Already have well, I don't actually have batteries, nor do I really need them per se. Because I mean, do I though? Do I though? That's where we're at. I mean, Scratch and Hope is really going to make sure that we hit these well enough at the end of the day. Maybe we wait until Fruit Basket expires before we do anything else fancy. I think that might be the move. Just off of what we're able to do right now. I think that's the move. So, that being said, I am going to play one round. Just to see the potential, you know? Okay. And immediately... You know what? Fight me. Dang it. I will not pretend that does not make me slightly upset. That's fine. The interest is really kicking in now. Alright. Fake coin not really doing a whole lot, though. I don't know if maybe I'm just not lucky enough for that, but I felt like it was going to do more. Alright, one more. Assuming coin doesn't go off. Coin did not go off. Okay, fair enough. We are also slowly decaying you, aren't we? Well, it's only been 2 rounds. I think that's fine, actually. Okay, that was just in there. That didn't replace anything. So that's fine. Looks like you have enough coins. Don't want to do your deal, though. No thanks. Appreciate you. Have a nice day. Hold on. We could really kill the chances on those. Ooh. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Maybe. Okay, let me put you in the drawer and you in the drawer. Bring you out. Buy you. Absolutely murder the chances for that. We will stick you away for a moment. Okay, that'll work. All right. Let's see, let's see, let's see. None of these screaming helpful. Once again, it's a smidge late. Man, I am really not seeing any of what we need right now. Crap. I can't roll forever either. It's a problem. Dang it. Yeah, that doesn't do anything for us. Okay. Well, that sucks, frankly. What we're probably gonna have to do then not that one. That one. So we're gonna have to skip entirely here. Nope. Okay, hold on. This isn't really doing it. I was hoping that we would find the cherries booster. Dang it. Well, not much to be done with that, I guess. Nope. Okay. Well, not a whole lot we can do about that. I think, ultimately, it's just not worth keeping that. So, let's rock out with what we got and hope it works. I think our real shortcoming here is the fact that we're not finding many of these when we need to be. This will help, but still, it's not perfect. Thank God for re-triggers. Alright. Okay. Don't do that, please. Appreciate you. Alright. So far, so good, though. Realistically. Alright, 3 more spins to go. We're getting real close to, like, consecutive jackpots, though, I will say. So it could be worse. And coin just giving us a few more, because why not? Oh my god, that almost rerolled, like, half the thing into a jackpot. D4 kind of going nutty. Okay, not really what we were aiming for. Lemons, see. Again, see? Real close. Just gotta keep it up. We'll make it. Maybe? Yeah, there it is. And there's 6 in here, too? 6 token thingies? Oof, that's gonna be juicy. Well, we poked into Ultimate. And we're still at... How are we still at this many spins? Has coin just been going off and I haven't been paying attention? Very likely, actually. Ignore me. I say that like it hasn't happened before. Yeah, coin's going off without my input. No wonder. Only problem is that it's really running up the risk of hitting 666 on us, which, you know, that's scary in and of itself. So I would actually prefer the coin chill out for a minute, just to let us out. So I can actually spend the money before the game decides I don't deserve it anymore. Because it definitely will decide that. There we go. There goes Fruit Basket. I knew it was happening, I just... 07, you know? Unfortunate. Okay. Well, we definitely have enough to move on, but we need to figure out... Just for the extra interest boost for the moment. Might not be horrible to have, but it's also really expensive just to be buying it for that, to be honest. So, maybe not. Meanwhile, Abyssu again. I think Naughty Dealer got accidentally despawned from the game. Could be wrong, though. Oh, jeez. Gotta be careful, because I don't want to roll too much either. Crap. Oh, how much is too much in this case, like, realistically? Yeah, I think we might just have to settle at this point. You know what? Before I move on, we're gonna do another one. Only because the interest at this point should be a metric ton more. Yeah, okay. We should be able to do a lot more with this, in theory. Preparing for the future. That's my excuse. Come on, D4, you were doing so much for me a minute ago. There we go. I knew it could do it. It'd be so cool if I could get to 13 bill, like, early. Okay. Deep breaths. Everything's okay right now. Okay. Alright, yeah, let's go ahead and start the next one. Still not liking the shop all that much. Sure. Oh god, that reroll price. Maybe I shouldn't have moved on that fast. Ooh-wee. That's worse than I thought it was gonna be. Dang it. Okay. I guess we better figure something out with what we got available. I did it. I figured it out, quote unquote. It's just gonna have to work. Don't like it, but that's life. There's still a high probability that we make it out of this just fine, but... especially if that happens. Oh my god. That's a lot. There we go. We can keep that up. I think we'll be alright. Especially if coin keeps going off like it has been. Oof. Don't like that one very much, but you know what, that's fine. Ah. I was ready for D4 to do things. Alright. And yeah, there goes Purse. Kind of figured it was about time. Alright. One roll. Okay, that might actually be really good for us right now. So I'm grabbing that. I'm dumping in. Oh yeah, absolutely. Nice, okay. That in and of itself is almost enough to clear the entire deadline. Jeez. I like how it's just re-rolling the 6, like, no, you get out of here. Nice. Not many of these, which kind of sucks, but we'll take what we can get. Okay, okay. I was like, be so for real, man. I know we're due, but maybe not yet. Nice. And coin, of course. See, coin scares me because it's just more time where the game can just decide, you know what you haven't had in a while? That one thing that completely kills your run. But luckily we haven't been that unlucky yet. So, fingers crossed it stays that way. Yeah, I know. Calm down. I have more than enough to wrap it up. Bro, this dealer just has decided to exit the chat. It's almost impressive. Finally. Oh, after 9,000 years, the time approaches. Okay. So I think you can go now. You can come in. And now we just really hope that you scale quick enough to be worth it. Because I think that's it. I think we have everything online that needs to be online. At least I certainly hope so. There's only so much room in my slots, so here's hoping. Alright, we're in the E's again. Anything could happen now. Thank you. Finally. I was wondering if we were ever going to have another chance to see that. Unfortunately, no battery. I was kind of hoping we would see that. Because I think that is literally the only thing that would help me right now, is if we found a car battery lying around. Hold on. I'm trying to think. What's more worth? Trying on... The rotten pepper really does help for scaling, though. You're good for triggers as well. So that would be even more. Okay, you... I mean, how badly do I really need you? You're already at 64.1 outside of it, so... How badly do I want to take my chances? I'm going to try it. This could go badly. But let's find out. That's all there is to it, right? It's the amount of retriggers we get from that. It's gotta be worth it, right? I mean, so far, it's not looking unlikely. That's pretty good. It looks like I was right to not get rid of coin quite yet, because it is all of a sudden really going off. Phew, 270 billion. That's something else. I'm willing to bet this isn't even optimal either, because we did not get very many chance boosters on cherries up until like a second ago. Lemons. You know what? It'll hit some token stuff. Why not? Oh right, just from pure re-triggers alone. Jeez. Alright, well, we're in E12. Problem is, we really need to figure out how we're gonna hit E13. Also, why did we just get another natural lemon jackpot with that being 22%? Be so for real. There we go. That's better. That's what we're expecting. That's better. 733 bill. That's spicy. Alright, so that was one round. Oh, the tricky part begins, though. I think we might just have to, like, trust in the heart of the cards on this one? I think so. I think that's what we'll have to do. We're making 130 billion per proc on token. That's crazy. Scaling. Oh wow. Did we? No, not quite yet, but we're definitely getting there. Don't you mess with me right now. I'm on a roll right now, don't do that. Okay. think that puts us at enough. And we're still going. Nice. Alright, one more. Well, three more. Listen, I'm waiting. I know it's coming. Just don't like it. Alright. Please be good. Please be done. I want to get out of this so that I can finish up this deadline and not perish. We're getting there. And of course, coin went off. Please let me leave. Please let me leave. Thank you. Okay, we did it. We made it out alive. Now, fun part begins. Okay, now question becomes, do we finish this or do we chance getting even more money at the level we are at now? I think the answer is Bingus. Okay, hold on. What do we got? Nothing relevant. Gambler trait, don't care. Symbols multiplier, definitely don't care. Add the obsessive trait, absolutely. Thank you. Appreciate that. Okay. Well, this is it. It's do or die time. Either this works out or it doesn't. Okay, we are making a decent amount per one, but it's not guaranteed either. I kind of figured it was about time. Alright, let's go again. Alright, this isn't going too badly, all things considered. Wait, hold on. Oh, your microphone is unmuted but has no signal. Yeah, that was when I took my bathroom break, you stupid computer. Alright, keep going. There we go. Look at that. 12 tokens. That's what we like to see. And some re-triggers to boot. Alright, we're up in the E14s currently. 64.1 chance on cherries still. Alright, okay. Our end on first round is E15. Okay. There is hope for us yet. And honestly, I think we might just rock. I think that's the move. That puts our interest at E14. The real problem I see arising is once we inevitably have to replace Fruit Basket, because it is going to expire at some point. We're going to have to figure out what to do at that point. How much does that give us? Okay, we're in E16. We're close. We just need to keep it up. Alright. Let me see something. So we need 2 E17. Okay. I think we can hit that without too much difficulty. Just gotta keep up what we're doing. How dare you? Lemons are not what we're looking for. That's fine. Wow. I gotta hand it to this game. For a 22.5 to be taking precedence over a 64.1, just by nature, it's interesting. Hey, as long as we're making money. All of that work, and for what? Come on, man. Seriously? That sucks. I am a little irritated by that, but that is fine. Yeah, I was gonna say. Well, I think... Oh, nope, coin kicked in. We might be okay still. I'll give it a chance. We really do need to hit another jackpot if we want to be able to comfortably get there, but... Coins still kind of kicking it. Okay, there we go. Alright. My bad. Was not familiar with your game. I have to wonder how badly this kills the bitrate, though. It can't be doing it any favors, for sure. Alright, well, we did get what we needed. In theory. Snap. Alright. I mean, well, this either goes well or it doesn't. That's where we're at. There is no choice. Alright. Okay, there is a solid chance we can make it past this. Just no 666, and probably 1 or 2 jackpots will get us there. Alright, where are we at with that? Yeah, because this puts us into the E17 bracket, but we still have to get at least 2. This might be what gets us there. I think it might be. Yes it is. Okay, now we just need to not perish. That is our goal. That's the real challenge, though. Making sure it does not go badly. Thank God for D4 doing its job. Just want to say that. Alright. Just a 1 row of lemons. Why not? Well, we might have broken it just the slightest bit. That's okay. It is worth noting that we are looping it now by just a smidge. Suddenly, clovers. Reminder, the chances for that are 2.2. You know what's causing that, though? Look, plus 81. Ah, man, couldn't have been a cherry. Alright, that's it. We made it, though. We did it. This is your last chance. And with that, this is the farthest I've ever made it. So I'm doing something right. As stressful as it has been. Yeah, honestly, don't need more lemons, don't need a triple value on the 7. We will take the free restock and run. It's really trying to feed me lemon stuff now. Oh. Grandma's purse, do we have room for that in any way, shape, or form? Also, that is maxed out, I was making sure. You only have 2 left. Chances are that'll have to be what we do once we have to. Okay. So yeah, we'll keep that on the backlog and we'll bring it in when we have to. I think that's the move. Alright. Here we go. Now to just get that pepper online. So that pepper's been doing a lot. We're already hitting E18 out the gate. Whew, man. Maybe? Oh, okay. D4 didn't want to do it this time. That's fair. Alright, Pepper's doing something. Bells? Suddenly bells? There we go. Back to cherries. Back to regularly scheduled programming. As long as I get to deposit this, it should help with the interest quite a bit. Okay, coin kicking in, while I am normally appreciative of it, is kind of scary right this second. Again, we're doing good, and that's kind of the problem. Okay. I think as long as coin doesn't pop off, we make it out of this and we can do some depositing. And I think we'll be at E19 at that point. Okay, coin did not come off. Good. Alright, E19. Alright, which means we just flick over, click that, poke that, and go back. Alright, this is the last round we'll have Fruit Basket for, so like I mentioned before, we'll probably be moving that out. Rather we won't have a choice in the matter. Okay, we are making E19 per thing now. Alright, should be able to poke into E20 rather easily, I would think. Especially if coin keeps doing its thing. There we go. I'm tempted to up the game speed just a slightest bit now, so I feel like this is getting slightly repetitive. Unless I'm wrong. Alright, hold on, we are gonna... We'll do that, just to speed things along a wee bit. Alright, we are in E20 now. Yeah, I definitely feel like speeding this up was the right move. Lemons? No! Okay, there goes fruit. Okay. Boop. And here's hoping that's good enough. If it isn't, well, that kind of sucks. Sure would be a shame. Fingers crossed. Okay, we are hitting 20s per now. That was garbage roll, not gonna lie. Guess we're due to have them eventually, but yikes. Alright. We might need a jackpot to poke into 22. This is kind of going slower than I was thinking. Oh, wait. Dang, even with a jackpot. Oof. We need a good mix of the token and repetition modifiers that... stop that. Yeah, no. Unless we get like a lot of lucky coin procs right now, we're done. No, we're done. That's GG. Still though, farthest I've ever made it. In my opinion, that means that we're learning. Coin. Okay. I still don't think we make it out of this, though. Yeah, no, we're done. Okay. Again, that's fine. We did good. Too bad. Better luck next time. Deadline 15, though. Like, I can't be mad about that. You know what? I'm gonna take a screenshotty of that one. I think that one deserves it. That's progress. And that's what matters. Nice. Save that at gamba.png. Nice. Alright. It has been about 3.5 hours. For that reason and that reason alone, I think I'm going to go ahead and call it a night. Although, I mean, it is technically morning for me, so, you know, take it as you will. But, as per usual, always lovely to have you guys around. Thank you for stopping through and watching if you were here. I am probably not going to bed quite yet, realistically, but I am going to go ahead and wind down and take some time to R&R. Especially because I've just had a very long day thanks to work. So, I hope y'all have a good night. I am going to send the Twitch people out to somebody somewhere. Just give me 1 second to figure that out. For those of you who are on YouTube, thank you very much for stopping through. I do not know if YouTube has a similar raid system or not. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to do anything like that over there. Well, actually, no. I think there is, isn't it? Isn't it like live redirect or something like that? Hold on. Give me like 2 seconds on that one, actually. Because if I can do it, I would prefer to. Let me see. Customization. Nope. Redirect is not there anymore. Did they remove that functionality at some point? Is that what that is? Because if so, that's unfortunate. Kind of sucks, but... Let me see something. Oh, this feature is available to creators sending a redirect that have more than 1,000 subscribers. Okay, well, that explains why I can't do it. That's fair enough, I suppose. Alright, well, in that case, I'll just have to work on maybe getting a few more subscribers eventually on YouTube so that we can start doing that sort of thing. But I'm not the type of guy to like and subscribe. Yeah, no. But I am going to send Twitch people somewhere though, just to make sure that we're spreading love where we can. You know what? I haven't stopped by Devin in a while. That might not be a horrible idea. Devin T. Legend himself. Alright. Hey, Devin T. Legend. Let's go give him a visit, shall we? Well, I hope you all have a good night. I'm gonna head out now. You'll take it easy. See you later.